Hey everyone, and welcome back to Get Down with Deb, where whole food plant-based living takes center stage. So we are continuing with the back fence today. If you missed part A of this project, please click here and you can get caught up. But we are going to finish off this project, get this back bed finished. I'm ready to be done with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a quick meal. I had this Trader Joe's vegetable fried rice, which I love. As you can see, ready in about 5 minutes. You just throw this in a hot pan. It says use oil, but I'm not gonna add any more oil. There's already canola oil in here, which I'm trying to minimize, but we need a quick meal right now because I have to get back to work. I have some mushrooms, just some regular white sliced mushrooms that I had in the fridge. Let's make use of that. So I'm gonna put that in the pot as well. And then I'm going to season it with some coconut aminos, which has like a soy sauce flavor, but less sodium. It's kind of like a sweet and sour sauce. I don't know if you can even, less sodium. Yeah, right there. Really delicious. So I'm gonna throw that in the pot real quick and have a quick meal before I get back outside. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is throw in some mushrooms. I'm not gonna put any seasoning or anything on there. I'm gonna let these mushrooms cook down. If you don't know, mushrooms tend to release a lot of juices, natural juices. So I'm just gonna let that cook down for a little bit, and then we'll add in the rice, and then we'll also put in the coconut aminos at that time. All right, I needed more vegetables, so I have some leftover, some remnants of some red and green bell pepper. I'm just gonna chop that up in my chopper. If you don't have one of these, oh, these are the best. You can interchange this plate if you want to do some slicing in fancy shapes, and then this plate is interchangeable as well. This is the large dice. You can also do a fine minced dice. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, maybe this way. You can see that they're little squares. Let me just pop that. Yeah, I think that's better. Little squares. I use this all the time. It's a quick chop. So let's do a quick chop. So those mushrooms are looking good. I'm just gonna throw in those bell peppers. Probably should have did this earlier, but you know, I'm just going with the flow right now. This is not a prepared cooking video at all. But I just really want to show you how quickly you could just put a meal together if you have something like that rice already in your freezer. Then I'm actually gonna put some garlic in there too, so why not? This is some of that pre-minced garlic. Yep, I use that because in a time crunch, who has time to chop all this stuff? You know, I can. All right, ooh, that is smelling and looking real good. Let me give this a little bit. I have some leftover scallions that I have to put in. You see, this is what I do. Now this is gonna be a full meal, but I have some scallions. Let me put them in there. All right, here we go. Full-blown meal. I got some scallions, the mushrooms, the peppers in there. And now I'm just gonna add a tiny splash of water just to get some of those juices up, because there we go. Garlic, don't forget the garlic. That's all flavor right there. So yes, that'll be perfect. Now we are just going to dump in the rice. I'm gonna mix that up so it's frozen, but again, 5 minutes. It's taken about 10 minutes now because I had to add some extra stuff, but look at that. Ooh. You don't need anything else but this. I love a rainbow. So I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit and then cover it and let that sit for 5 minutes, and then I add in my finger all in the camera, and then I add in the coconut aminos, because that's how I like to do it. Okay, last thing I'm adding in is this ginger paste. Again, if I had more time, I would just chop up some actual ginger, but this is in a pinch. I have this in the refrigerator. It's great. It has some salt in it, which I don't love, but again, in a pinch. So I'm just gonna add maybe a teaspoon of this to that pot and mix it in. It's really gonna give it that authentic Asian flavor. So last thing I'm adding in, promise. Okay, you knew I was lying when I said last thing, right? I had some fresh cilantro that was going bad, if you want to see. So I just picked off some of the good parts. I don't like to waste, so I'm just gonna mix that in there. I'm not even worried about it cooking down all the way. Let me see my sink. Okay, I'm not even worrying about it cooking down all the way because it is going to be delicious, nice and fresh. So this looks so, come on. That looks so good. If you could just smell the smell here, that ginger paste, or, you know, if you, like I said, if you want to use fresh ginger, that is everything. That gives this little dish a kick. So we are just going to add a smidge. I would say maybe, you know, to your liking. I'm going to do maybe like a teaspoon of these coconut aminos, and that's more than enough. Teaspoon might even be too much depending on your salt tolerance, but yeah, mix that all together and we're about to chow down. All right, I'm not one for plating. Maybe I'll get that skill soon enough, but I just wanted you to see how delicious this looks. Okay, so the rice was pre-cooked. I'll see if I can get the ingredients for you. Show you a picture of the label, but added in the mushrooms, the peppers, some garlic, ginger paste, scallions. What else? And the cilantro, of course, at the end. And this is going to be so good. So, yeah, let me dig in. Ooh, child, I'm tired. This is going to look so much better. It's just gonna look like, oh, she needs her fences done. Not, why are you boarded up? Are you hiding from zombies? What is going on? All right, so now back to digging out these hostas and then finishing this bed. I think that is all I'm getting done today, but it will be a lot. I can't wait till the finished product. Again, this is the view from my kitchen window, so I'm so excited to see this looking very decent, especially when these hostas come in. And then I'm thinking in front of the trees, I'll put some annuals, maybe something bright and yellow. Not sure yet, but yeah, let me just finish this up. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing any kind of curve, but I kind of like that. I know it's a little wobbly, wonky right now, but I think I kind of like that. And then I can get another little piece and section that off for the hydrangea. And I guess I'm gonna have to do the same over here. But I don't know, I think I kind of like that. Let me see it again. Just, yeah, it gives it some character. I was being cheap and lazy. I was just being lazy and making it, thinking of making it straight, but I like that. And it gives me more space to plant more flowers. I don't need any more flowers, but here we go. Okay, so I loosely did the same pattern on the other side, and I like it. I think it will work because we didn't even get to talk yet. But over here on this side is going to be like my berry garden. So I'm planting blueberries, also some raspberries and strawberries, and like weird kind of buckles out like that. I think that would be the right place I think that'll look nice for those berry bushes. But oh my gosh, this is starting to come together. I don't know how much you can see on this camera. This is really starting to come together. I can see the beauty already. And the other thing with these hostas, I'm so smart. I'm so smart because the beautiful thing about these hostas is that they just continue to split and have so many offshoots, so you can get a whole new plant out of them. So like this one here, this was one plant, and now I can get 3 plants out of that. So what I'm going to do is take one of these and then do the same thing over there, fill them in between the trees over there, and I think that's going to be great. And also for the other side where the garbage cans are. So this is coming along. It's not all happening today. I'm going to finish up this bed and see if I can put the dirt in and possibly the mulch. Let us see. Whoo, child. All right, I think I'm done today for this bed. I did so much, more than planned, but it's all going to be so worth it. I really, really, really see it coming together. I'm so excited. I need some those landscape fabric pins, which I don't have. I'm about to check my gardening box, which needs to be cleaned out, so I can pin down that fabric and then bring in the soil and stuff tomorrow. I think I'm just going to feed my birds because I've been starving them out. I'm going to empty out this gardening bin and get organized. I might find some landscaping pins in there, so that would be great. But I think I'm done. I'm not going to poop myself out. There is another day. So this is my gardening box that is just a complete mess. I left it open one day and the squirrels got in and ate the rest of my bird seed. That's why my birds are starving right now. Yeah, I gotta empty all this out. Some rainwater got in there. It's time to empty this out and figure out what I'm keeping, and hopefully there's some landscaping pins in there. We shall see. So that's going to be my short assignment for right now. I'm gonna bring all this out to the patio and start organizing that. But first, let me feed my birds.